An open atmosphere, but outside world was not so. Through personal and shared experiences, I started looking at how a female body is perceived within the society which is essentially patriarchal. I saw that restrictions, discrimination in different spaces, and atrocities on the body cause upset, frustration, and fear to move freely within the public and the private spaces. I'm going to share with you a few slides and as we do that, I'll be speaking about my work. This is watercolor within the domestic spaces. Next. Yeah, keep moving. So when I was working on this, I felt the need to come out of the walls and create sculptural works and also performative works. Next. So there was theater around my works. Next. Created performing spaces where I allowed the viewer to walk through my work, walk into the work, and look at my works through these restricted spaces. So sometimes bamboo came in the way, sometimes something else. So there was a lot of irritation and discomfort looking at my work, and that's exactly what I wanted the viewer to experience, because these are the spaces where women do feel the upset and discomfort, and I wanted the viewer to experience that. Next. Sometimes it was interactive work, which you saw on the ceiling, what I put through the magnifying mirrors, and you had to negotiate the spaces, which was also not very comfortable. Some people were lying on the floor, some people looked up and got irritated, while some enjoyed looking through the mirror. Next. Now, on the left side is a powerful woman standing with the bow and the arrow, like the Zen warrior, the Zen archery person, and fully in command of her body, like really empowered and, taking hold of her body rights. On the other side is the person who, I've shown women in all kinds of emotional and physical states. So here she's vulnerable due to the atrocities on her body. So, next. Yeah, you can show the film. Now, this is a game which I played when I was in theater. I was participating in theater, and we called it a trust game. This is also kind of violence, but the kabaddi is a very, very loud violence, obvious violence, while this is very subtle. But it is another way of violence which I wanted to show. And I use my body as a site to express what I want to address. Yeah, next film. Yeah, start. Like when Hanuman was asked, where is Ram? And he opened his chest. So same way, the protagonist in this film looks straight at the viewer confidently and rips open her blouse to show the powerful woman that she dreams of or she is. And in the Zen philosophy, archery is not about hitting something or targeting something. It's about how you hold the bow and the arrow it talks about your character, the focus, and I'm extremely inspired by that philosophy. Yeah. So this is this is what I've been working for the last 12, 13 years. This is made out of cane, and this how it began was I was reading about the atrocities on the female body, and I came across little girls being raped, and I thought, I have to address this. This is urgent. So, making this armor, the whole notion of protection came around this time, and I made armor as a protection, as a metaphor for protection, actually. But women love dresses; they love to dress up. So I made them into beautiful dresses, and the way I designed them and embroidered them on the top of these main dresses looked magnificent or magical. And the way next. So the way and they're my size, I can wear it. But whenever I wore it, or anybody else was asked to wear, you cannot walk freely. There is a lot of discomfort. Your neck gets caught, or your hands get caught, or your legs, you can't walk straight, you have to walk sideways. So that's the mechanism I used to create discomfort. At the same time, some of them, when you wear, it is very dignified. You can see the beauty of the body moving within. You can see the rhythm of the body. Next. Yeah, so I did a performance wearing it in Mumbai and Delhi, and it was about the body movement, the gracefulness of the body, the beauty of the body. Here you can see the head is kind of caught up in that, the upper part, the hand is also caught up. So there is some freedom on the legs, but not the entire part. You can't move very freely. This was also a performance done by one of my theatre group people. I allowed some of the viewers to wear the headgears, and some of them enjoyed it. Some felt it was romantic, like this couple, and they took photographs of themselves standing in front of the mirror, while some felt very claustrophobic in spite of the hands being free and the entire body being free. And I thought it was very important to go through these emotions, and that's how the interactive work came up. Next. I showed the same works in a public space. Earlier was private gallery. This is a public space, the Chhatrapati Shivaji Maharaj Vastu Sangrahalaya in town. At that time in 2012, the rape had taken place in Delhi in the bus. I forget the name of this person. And the entire India was absolutely furious. People came on the streets and demanded the government that they have to change the laws. And the laws were changed, but they were never implicated. So the status of the women's safety remained the same. This is a public space. On your left is Juhu Beach. On the other side is Parel, where mills were there in the past. And I stand there confidently, powerfully in the public space, like holding my space. At the same time, I was also, now from the body, the protection went into the city, the encroachment in Juhu Beach, or the forgotten history and the culture of the yonder days of the mill workers and the mill spaces. I wanted to evoke that, or retell the story. Next. This is Shivaji Park, where in this total chaotic place, I crossed the road, and that was an experience. For a flick of a second, the entire traffic just came to a standhold. No horning, nobody was walking for a pin. There was pin drop silence, as if, I don't know, it was quite magical. And people in front of me, part of my team, people asked questions, and they told why she's wearing this costume as a protection. And people nodded and went by. And I think it's just a drop in the ocean, but it was important that people got that. People could think about it. They had an opportunity to share with somebody, take it home, take it to the workplace. And I think that's very, very important. Yeah, that was my first art intervention in the public space, where everything came to a standstill. Now, my maid went for a wedding, and the wedding never happened. She came back saying the bride had run away with her boyfriend. And very angry, I made her sit with me and talk to her. Why do you think this happened? Where was the fear? Why the fear? What was the discomfort? And then I spoke to her about the religious differences, the caste differences, then the dowry stress, the dowry still exists, though it's illegal, then the acid throws, honor killings, and she was quite surprised, or rather taken aback by all these details that I was talking to her. And at that time, this work it triggered off this work, and it's called Armor for the Brides, where I'm looking at these lovely young brides looking to a great future, dressing well, wanting people to admire them, not really knowing, not all brides, but many of them, not knowing their future, what is laid for them. And I was addressing that. And they stand in front of these pandals which we made, and I shot, I'm wearing this, as this is my size. Okay, next. Yeah. It's like she's standing and welcoming you, but actually there is so much of, in the background, there's so much of threatened space many times. Here this is from still from a film that I've done, 4-projection film called Julus. I pose as a female warrior, and I was inspired by the terracotta warriors of China. I've not been to China, but I saw that in Bern and other places. And what I really liked is all the spears and the swords are broken, but they all have that action. And so I had to imagine the action, I had to imagine the movements, and I did the performance there. Next. Oh, hold on. Go back to that. Yeah. Now you see, imagine this is on 4 walls. You're standing in the center. You can't see somebody standing there. And you have to keep turning and twisting to see all the actions, which is also, again, a discomfort. So I think I keep on stressing on this discomfort for the viewer. And the what do you call that? The size of the body of the protagonist and the scale of the viewer is almost the same, so you can relate to the bodies. So go to the next one. So here they are sitting and talking about their fearlessness, their unstoppability, the valor, as if they are the warriors. Next. They stand, next, and they move on in the battalion. Now here I was invited 2 months ago to Dior in Paris. Next. Yeah, and all these works which you saw before were designed inside. We talked of the new woman, not only the new woman, but the new gaze. Next. Just a close-up, next. 15 feet high, that was next. And these models and walked around with my work, and the director of the designer and I had the similar thought. How do you look at the female body? The new way of looking is with love and compassion. Thank you.